Has Manchester United already identified Rúben Amorim's successor? From the look of things, his time at Old Trafford could be coming to an end sooner than expected. Meanwhile, Arsenal are plotting one of the boldest transfer moves of the upcoming window, with eyes on a Barcelona star. Over in Saudi Arabia, Al-Nassr are once again flexing their financial muscle, this time aiming at none other than Phil Foden with an astronomical $130 million bid. And in France, the future of the national team has finally been settled, with a legend ready to step in. All that and plenty more in today's roundup of transfer rumors. If this video gets 350 likes, I'll get straight to work on the next one, so let's jump right into it. Frenkie de Jong is the name on Arsenal fans' lips right now. The Dutchman has been linked to the Gunners before, but this time the rumors feel stronger, with reports suggesting Arsenal are leading the race for his signature. It's a fascinating situation because his contract at Barcelona runs out next summer, which means clubs are free to approach him this January. Last season, Frenkie played 46 times for Barcelona, scoring twice and assisting twice, numbers that don't jump out but hardly tell the full story of what he brings. His value lies in controlling games, winning possession, and bringing calmness to midfield battles. At 28, he's still at his peak and remains one of the most reliable midfielders in La Liga. Arteta's staff believed de Jong would be a perfect fit. He's versatile enough to play box-to-box or sit deep, he's intelligent on the ball, he dribbles under pressure, and he even has the occasional long-range strike. Slotting him next to Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard would give Arsenal a midfield that could stand toe-to-toe with any in Europe. But there are big complications. Firstly, the adaptation to the Premier League. Frenkie has never played in England, and the pace, intensity, and physicality could take him time to adjust to. Secondly, wages. At Barcelona, he's on $315,000 a week, way more than Arsenal's top earners. Bringing him in on those terms risks disrupting the squad harmony, and then there's Saudi Arabia. The Pro League clubs are lurking, ready to throw astronomical money at Frenkie. Arsenal cannot compete on financial terms. They'll need to sell him on the dream, winning the Premier League, conquering Europe, and being part of a young, hungry squad. Barcelona also face a tough decision. If they can't agree a new contract, selling him in January makes sense rather than losing him for free. But some say this whole Arsenal angle might be a negotiation tactic from Frenkie's camp to push Barca into offering him a better deal. Still, if Arsenal pull it off, they'll have a seasoned midfielder who adds control, leadership, and calmness to Arteta's high-energy setup. The next few months will reveal whether de Jong is genuinely London-bound or simply leveraging rumors to secure his Barcelona future. While Arsenal plot midfield reinforcements, France have confirmed their next national team boss, and it's exactly who everyone expected. Zinedine Zidane has reportedly agreed terms to take charge after Didier Deschamps steps down post-World Cup. Few appointments in football feel this inevitable. Zidane is more than just a coach. He's a legend, respected across the globe and adored in France. Reports suggest he's already preparing, studying games, scouting players, and planning tactics for his reign. Kylian Mbappé himself put it perfectly when asked about Zidane. Nobody would say no to him. Only he can say no. Zidane is unique. It hasn't been a smooth road, though. Former French FA president Noël Le Graët infamously dismissed Zidane with disrespect, claiming he wouldn't even pick up the phone if Zizou called. That insult, along with a string of controversies, cost him his position. The new leadership under Philippe Diallo wasted no time in setting things right, ensuring Zidane finally got the role he was destined for. With the talent pool France have, Zidane could unleash their full potential. They're already one of the strongest teams in the world. But with his man management skills, tactical sharpness, and aura, Les Bleus could become completely unstoppable. If Zidane's appointment feels like destiny, then Al-Nassr's latest bid feels like pure audacity. The Saudi giants are back in the news with a $130 million bid for Manchester City's Phil Foden. Financially, it's an extraordinary offer, and under profit and sustainability rules, it could free City to make some serious reinforcements. But let's be real, Foden isn't for sale. He's not just another academy graduate. He's the face of Manchester City's philosophy, a player Pep Guardiola has nurtured since day one. After a sensational 2023-24 campaign, where he played a decisive role in their title win, his form dipped, but City remained convinced of his importance. For Guardiola, he's untouchable. The biggest obstacle for Al-Nassr isn't City, though. It's Foden himself. At just 25, he has his best years ahead of him. He's a Manchester lad through and through, living the dream of starring for his boyhood club. The Saudi Pro League might offer unimaginable wages, but for Foden, it's too early to leave the European stage. Al-Nassr's bid makes headlines, but in reality, it looks doomed to fail. They've already been knocked back in pursuits of Marc Cucurella and Bruno Fernandes. Foden will be no different. The Saudis want to prove they're not just targeting fading stars, but City and Foden won't play ball. It's an attention-grabbing story, but nothing more. Chelsea, meanwhile, continue their pursuit of young superstars. Their latest obsession? Juventus wonderkid Kenan Yıldız. Reports say the Blues put $70 million on the table, only for Juve to reject it without hesitation. And why wouldn't they? Yıldız is seen as the new face of Juventus, untouchable and priceless. Signed for just $10 million a couple of years ago, his value has skyrocketed. Transfermarkt lists him at $50 million, but within Juventus, they believe his real worth is already over $100 million. His contract runs until 2029, with discussions ongoing to extend to 2030, raising his salary to $5 million per year. That's star player money, and he's earning it. Last season, Yıldız delivered 12 goals and 9 assists in 52 matches. Solid numbers for a player his age, especially given his versatility across the front line. He's consistent, confident, and already producing in big games. Chelsea see him as the perfect blend of present quality and future potential, but Juventus have no intention of letting him go. Sources say any talks would only begin at $80 million, and even then, Juve might laugh them off. Chelsea may return in January with an improved offer, but unless they're willing to splash closer to $100 million, Yıldız will remain in Turin. And finally, the drama at Manchester United shows no signs of easing. After a humiliating 3-0 defeat to City, their worst start in over 3 decades, Rúben Amorim dropped a bombshell in his post-match comments. Instead of hinting at changes, he told the board, "When I want to change my philosophy, I will. If not, you will have to change the man." That's as close to an ultimatum as it gets. United spent over $200 million in the summer, and yet Opta's data now gives them an 11% chance of relegation and just a 7.3% chance of finishing in the top 5. The fans are furious, the football is lifeless, and Amorim refuses to budge from his 3-4-3 system. The biggest frustration is his use of Bruno Fernandes as a deep midfielder, essentially neutralizing one of the league's most creative players. Critics have compared it to putting Virgil van Dijk in midfield, a waste of talent. Many feel this squad is built for a 4-3-3, but Amorim won't listen. He insists the team is improving under the surface, but patience is running thin. Sir Jim Ratcliffe watched from the stands, visibly unimpressed, as big money signing Benjamin Šeško struggled, while Rasmus Højlund, the striker United let go, scored on debut for Napoli. Now comes the twist. Reports in Spain suggest United see Xavi as Amorim's potential successor. His style, focused on possession and control, is apparently what they've wanted since the Ferguson era. Xavi himself is said to be keen on a Premier League challenge, and few projects are more interesting or chaotic than Manchester United right now. The question isn't if Amorim will change, but how long before the board decide they've had enough. Is Xavi really the solution, or just another gamble in a long line of failed experiments? What do you think? Should United stick with Amorim or pull the trigger and bring in someone new? And if Frenkie de Jong really is available, would Arsenal be right to break the bank for him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think.